Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound daily. Today is the solo daily for September 1st. And we will be playing Obelisk, going through Garden's Edge and Derelict Starship. Our mods for today, thankfully we shouldn't have to go too in-depth in them because we've kind of already covered these as far as like Obelisk is concerned. Start with Chalice of Champions and Alchemist Tool Belt. We should easily be able to get somewhere around plus 16 to 24 ability power. So we don't have to technically worry about scaling our ability power. That's going to scale itself. And then, of course, enemies deal plus 100% damage, take 50% extra damage. This is notable because, again, Obelisk has good AoE, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about trash mobs. And we're going to make sure to look at our daily quest today. Inflict Dazed or Critically Hit. Crit Obelisk is very fun in my opinion, especially when you, well, okay, I don't know if they actually fixed the Seismic Slam critical rune or augment yet. That would kind of be a big deal. If they fixed it, then that's a lot of damage. Otherwise, can also definitely roll into crits if we don't have to worry about our damage as far as like scaling that, because we're going to scale automatically with Chalice of Champions. We can just go ahead and scale crit. Otherwise, we can't use Burn, Frostbite, Poison, Bleed. Generally speaking, like, not that these are bad during dailies, but I really don't care to invest into them in the shorter formats because you don't really get a lot of opportunities to grow them with the 2 less fights. But that doesn't mean that you obviously can't pop off with, say, a bleed build or something like that. But especially when Paper Tigers is in play, it's kind of hard to make sure that you're able to soak all the incoming damage so that enemies then take the damage that they're going to take. And we have Clips of Extraction. Interesting. Interesting. So we can scale orbs. Otherwise, we're looking at the fact that we have Argoloth. Being tanky is pretty good against Argoloth. If we end up into a spike build, it'll do something. But our book 2 is also Mimic, who spikes is terrible against, unless we somehow pop off, get like tons of freaking spike damage, enough to kill somebody in one hit. I honestly think that we're going crit. We can easily get some days on both Shield Bash, we can get it on Seismic Slam, we can get it on even early and mid-game Vestiges. I'm not too concerned about that. I'll admit, I'm kind of about the Unstable Effigy. Braced Belt is pretty, like, safe. Poison Thorn, again, it doesn't really do that much damage by itself. Like, yeah, we can get to a point to where we're Iron Clapping everything, like, 6 times a turn. But then that's 12 stacks of poison, it's an extra 60 damage. If we're Iron Clapping stuff 6 times a turn, the majority of our damage is actually going to come from Crush, not Poison. The reason why we would want this is if for whatever reason you already know that further down the run you have Poison Heart, or you know that you're going to get Poison Vapor, so that you can go ahead and scale that. Otherwise, we have no Trinket, we've got no quest, really don't care for Poison Thorn personally. Brace Belt is a consideration. It's good for safety, but if we're going to have a ton of ability power, Smite is also a very good option for just being able to stack some extra damage there. I could see re-rolling this, but I don't exactly know what I would want to re-roll for. Like, obviously good hits like Cultivated Harmonies, whatever the more money one is. Like, there's things. Sure, we'll go ahead and we'll do it. Verdant Seed is interesting. Steady Tortoise is also interesting. Every 4th turn, we will get an extra will. Most of our combats don't even last 4 turns. Boss fights, Guardians, Argoloth, are going to last that long. And I believe hard combats last that long. So you'd be able to see it, and it'd be 1 will on the turn that you need to mop everything up, which is quite nice. Otherwise, training weights isn't bad as well. It gives us 3 physical power. Like, that's good. Otherwise, I think that Verdant Seed is fine. It's good safety. Go ahead, take Broad Iron Clap. So my main concern here is Chalice of Champions going to scale us fast enough to where we don't care about Nim? By the time that we get to the Mimic, we should have almost a ludicrous amount of damage. I actually want you to hit me. And I want to try and make sure to get rid of both of you. Let me just check here. This is more efficient. Alright. You're going to off yourself in Minecraft, and we've got a ton of stuff by which to figure out how to defeat you. It's gonna be actually very close. I don't know if we can... Wow. I guess we were supposed to properly time... Yeah, we picked up those orbs right away. That was probably where we screwed up. We were probably supposed to get a second shield bash out here, because we're not going to crush another time, even if we wouldn't have shield bashed. So, this attack here could have just been a shield bash, which would have dealt an extra 60 some damage. It actually still wouldn't have gotten you. I guess what it could have been was we were supposed to wait till this turn to use the Vengeful Infusion and have them both attack us at once. Well, now you guys know. Disintegrate will help us with the pot. Yeah, because of Alchemist Tool Belt, we also would have had an additional ability power on the turn that we needed to finish stuff. Give me the physical power here. Otherwise, here... If we got a lot of damage, I could see Dense Seismic Slam. Could also see Hardened Iron Clap. We already gave increased range. What, we take shielding and status effect? Give me 1 crush. I'll take Blink. It's possible that we were supposed to go back there after taking Blink so that we could have rolled for the Precise. I would like money or stats? That's a good question. I think that cash isn't a bad idea. We're gonna probably have to buy a Vestige from the Carver. I like Shattered Crown. because Shatter is pretty good for us. And then let's go ahead to the Superior Vault. This is looking a little annoying. Oof, we're just short 2. That's actually annoying. This is going to shatter everybody. I think we... Can we hit all 3 of you? Nope. It's a bit of a shame. Huh. Okay. I want to get close to this pot here. Probably need the shatter. Pick up one of these so that we have more orbs next turn. Okay. I like counter assistance if we're going crit build. Survivor Bonsai is interesting, but we don't need to worry about scaling. Barrier Potion is fine. Give me 1 physical power here. We don't need Shatter. Set up for Battering Ram, maybe. Reducing this cooldown is still good, especially if we get -1 will on any other of the Ascensions. So, there's also that. We can also get Shield on Blink. But we could also not get Shield on Blink. We got Shield on Blink. Actually, kind of embarrassing. I think that shielding Ironclap is actually going to be better for us against Argoloth than shielding Blink. Smoke Bomb, huh? That inflicts dazed. Like, it seems like a no-brainer to me. That way we don't have to waste slots on our abilities to do it. It's also good. Like, it does, like, as much damage as our... Well, not now, because this damage has gone up too, but it does a lot of damage equivalent to your Shield Bash. Alright, we got something good here. On your turn, reduce movement cooldowns to 0. I kind of like Powder Monkey's Stockpile for 70. We don't have any DR. They might be trying to tell us something. I'll take a Powder Monkeys. It's possible that that Swindler's Getaway, I may have undervalued that. But with Paper Tigers, I would prefer stuff that helps me kill stuff. Because the damage in the later books is just going to become too much for us. Okay. There's no reason for me to take damage here. No reason for me to take this potion either. Nim is definitely going to do one of his annoying AoE attacks, and then we'll want it. Go ahead, we'll take this and this. And we still won't phase. It's a little embarrassing, actually. That puts us in a very awkward position. Let's get him ready for another... Take one of these, please. Get him ready for another crush straight away. Trying to debate how much of this I need. That blink block actually would have been better at this particular moment. Okay. We should, air quotes, have him on this turn. I want to keep this stuff on cooldown as long as possible. It gives us more damage. Then pick up a power orb, use this. Pick up another power orb, use this. Okay. We got through that just fine. There's battering ram. Headbutt is interesting. That would have been a reason to take swindlers. Swindlers plus you get to go into that blue og. That gives you even more damage whenever you have damage resist. But since we're going for a crit build, we're definitely going to take Battering Ram. It's easier to spam. There's some crit. We get to see if this is working or not. I certainly do hope that it's working.
Hello.
Okay. Don't really care for spike damage at the moment. Don't really care for any of this, to be honest. Movement isn't bad. We do need it against Argoloth. I would much rather just scale our power, actually. Apologies ahead of time if it seems like I'm not chatting a lot. Majority of it is, well, we're playing Obelisk for like the third time this week with similar mods. I don't think that there's really much that needs explaining. And two, I just, oh, that's an Inkzuka. We're critting though. Look at that damage. Mwah. The other part is, admittedly, I just kind of want to get this done so that I can get on with my weekend. It is in America Labor Day weekend. Monday is Labor Day. So, getting ready to enjoy a 3-day weekend. It'll be nice. If we would have had that cooldown reduction, we could really be spamming that right now. And then we'll hit you guys. Oh, let's hit you guys with this first. Then this. Grab that, then this. That's the most amount of crits and dazes. You gotta remember that we we have a thing to do here. I forgot to take a potion. Okay. Teeth on a String is great. Defense Matrix, we hope to never have that. Ringleader's Hat is great. Ringleader's Hat would also have been better with the... keep forgetting what it is. The Spike Shield Charge. Because of the fact that it will... you hit yourself, so it counts as a hit. And so you always get +1 will after the first turn. Which is pretty good. Otherwise, if I feel like I'm going to be taking damage... this would be a great thing to have. Also gives us shielding, so it's, you know, it helps protect us. Teeth on a String is obviously pretty good sustain. It has 2 physical power on it, so I mean, it's not bad. In Defense Matrix, we don't want it to ever happen. So it's a very interesting choice here. I think that we're more than happy to take Teeth on a String. Worst case scenario, we get rid of Powder Monkey's stockpile. We really only deal physical damage, so we'll take physical damage over ability power. We kind of have like a crush thing going on here. And crush is going to be a main source of our damage. We're already almost tripling its damage. We might as well take this and just pretty much double our crush. Impulse is great. Slam is interesting versus Argoloth because it's very easy for us to crush a lot of things at once. Interesting. We can get quite a bit of damage out of this. I just feel like Crush does more at the current moment. Especially with us grabbing this Og here for plus 35 Crush. Might as well just deal more damage faster, in my opinion. And then if we get a purple for Crush here, that's actually quite good, because then this will crush every single time that we use it. Again, we've been through this. -2 cost is still, like, pretty good for us. Especially versus, what's his face? We don't need a Disintegrate Potion. Take me to a Tethered Shrine. So many frickin' potions, man. Mercurial. That's interesting. I will take one shielding. It's not going to be a lot. Again, enemies are dealing like double damage. But it's nice to have just that little bit of extra insurance. And the other stats at first glance didn't look like they were going to help us much at all. We actually won't. No, we're going to take the Mercurial. I actually think it's better for us than Serendipity. And Serendipity might be better than Unstable Brew. Unstable Brew is great, especially to force a phase on the Mimic, but then we do another turn where we have absolutely nothing. And we're using these versus a money pot anyways, so... That's a Thuntalope. I think that worked out. Blap. We should pick up one orb, regardless of if we're going to use it, because we will produce an extra one next turn. Boop. Give me my completion. Then let's see if we cannot... oh, I should have picked up that one. Good lord. We'll do that. Got another crit. Because your crit is on my list, it's so fine. We missed it by 1. Come on, man. These are terrible. I'm willing to re-roll this. Well, that's interesting. Acknowledgement of Exemption can be really freaking good for Obelisk, but we're already not set up for it. Basically, if you have Earthquake and other sources of... What am I trying to say? God damn it. Earthquake's very good with Acknowledgement of Exemption with the -1 cost, because then you can just spam it 4 times. It's definitely better than all your other abilities, and it just keeps scaling up in damage. We are not that, though, so we're going to take this Shocking Core Cap, which also coincidentally, like Dace's things, I don't think that we care about that anymore. And this is going to replace Powder Monkey's Stockpile, like we said that it would now. There's that DR into damage. I will take cost reduction, thank you, because that is basically more will. I think I want more stats. Our vestiges are fine. I don't think that we really have to do anything like funky with them. I really like the fact that we have +10 max health here. I like the shatter. I like gaining a free crit every turn. Like, we could definitely find better stuff than this, but not stuff that I'm willing to go out of my way for when I know that I can get better stats. Whoop. We're not taking... Did I click the wrong thing? I swear to God, I thought that we were going for more stats, but this works out because we'll never see a green ever again. And we want to use this more. But I legitimately thought we were going someplace else. He's losing it. And we boop. Let's go ahead and do that. Give me my orb. Blap you once, I guess. And then we will back out. We have blink. We'll get back in there. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay. Battering Ram is critting. That's what we like to see. Okay. I want to make sure that I hit you so that you have shatter. Now we crit. Power orb. Crit. Next turn we're going to boost the Unstable Brew. Well, yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to be in base form. We're not going to boost an Unstable Brew when he's not going to be there. Unstable Brew. Do I even have to use this skill? Let's be honest. Oh, we should be seeing if this crit damage works. Okay, so you have 660. We're going to crit. So you are going to take plus 150, plus... Let me just math this out on my phone here. Sorry for the wait. 305 times... parentheses 1 plus 0.7 plus 1.5 should do like 976 damage, depending on if where the heck crush gets added into there. So we'll do it. Okay, why did that do that? Did crush get added? Why your damage crazy? Crush did not get added into there. Shatter is plus 30%. I have no idea why you took even more damage. I'm literally confused. Is there any reason why you would take more damage? Because I have this at like 1268. Anyways, okay, I guess it's working. Like, I don't know how else to explain what's going on. Oh, man. Anyways, let's get on with it. Alright, alright. Bloodthirst Blend is great for Argoloth. We'll be full health regardless. Give me my rewards, my eternal reward. I love the idea of Baylor's Tongue right now. Like, that's a lot of damage. Hulu's Bloodletter we can kind of get away with so long as we are at full health before the final boss. Because then we just get, well, I mean, we're not really going to get much out of that. Maybe it's Disassembly Prototype. We were talking about this last time. It's a 20% chance to get scuffed. Otherwise, it's just good. Like, okay. I'm willing to take that. What would this replace? This would probably replace... You know what? At this point, we could probably replace the Alchemist Tool Belt. Like, maybe the teeth on a string. It might be completely unnecessary. Basically, we could use this Mercurial during the Elite fight to gain another 2 ability power. Drop another thing. Yeah, maybe it's teeth on a string? That feels so weird. Okay. Boy. Hidden Mist is disgusting. I would love to create another orb. Or is it -1 will cost for a free battering ram every time we pick up an orb? If we end up getting Ink Rito, it goes absolutely insane. Otherwise, Crush, again, we will guarantee a Crush every single time that we hit something. Like, it's good. Hold up. Is it possible that they crushed and that's why they had so much damage? I suppose it is. But then I don't know how you had... Yeah, no, that still doesn't make sense. My apologies. Like, I like all of these. These are all my babies. And they're giving me the Sophie's Choice of the Century. Well, if you're going to make me choose, let's get Impulse off the map so that we get a guarantee a purple for everything else that we want. Otherwise, if I'm trying to like double stack purples on, like, say, Hidden Mist or even Battering Ram, it's just not going to happen because then there's another like 3 out of 4 chance. Okay, so we need to remember to use an ability here. They're really not giving us any crit, are they? They're like, no, Bits. You gotta follow the frickin' schedule. And I'm like, yeah, it's crit o'clock. Let's go. Okay. This is probably way out of order, but we're going to use our Mercurial anyways. We're going to hit this. It gives us a precision. And is going to make this do basically 5 times damage. Like, Hidden Mist is disgusting. Like, that was our Impulse, people. You saw the difference between before and after. Alright. I guess cycle this, trying to get a crit. Nope. No crit for you. Oh, we're going to use this anyways. We have a crit. I would prefer it to be something else, though. Can I hit you with this? Get a cooldown. That's much better. That's a lot of damage. %23 chance. Missed it 5 times. Okay. Okay, game. We might as well... Leaky pen. Spawn an additional orb. Good. Pile of tiles. Good. Leaky pen's kind of weird with mitosis, though. Admittedly. Let's go ahead. Okay. Yes, please give me 5% crit chance. Oh, man. Evasive Blink is pretty dang good versus Argoloth. I don't know if we're going to care. We can't feasibly kill everything, right? Right. Devastating Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb's not here to deal our damage. It deals damage, but it's there to set us up for damage. I would much rather just have this be free. And I'm willing to look at the shop. Is there an Inkrito in the purple slot? Then what good are you? Alright, let's go back here, reroll this then. We can reroll this once. Ooh. Malformed Tracing or Last Pillar? Man. That's disgusting. Because our crush is currently at 280. So this is basically 1/3 of that. So like 90 per hit. This is equivalent to a refractory right now. But this also means that we are likely to get an additional will, which is better than a refractory because we also crush with pretty much all of our skills. Oh, what are we getting rid of though? Alchemist Tool Belt. I don't even know why I keep asking this question. Alright. Alright. Let's do it. We have 14 HP of wiggle room. We also have a Bloodthirst blend, so I mean, we have much more wiggle room, I suppose. But yeah, spikes definitely would have worked here with a Bloodthirst blend. What did we get? I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about it. I want to talk about that. Okay. Can I blink back here? This up, thank you. And these guys can be destroyed. I really should use as little as possible. Just probably going like right there. And then give me my 1 shielding. Actually, fish a crit. Thank you. Alright, Argoloth. Hope you're ready for a beating. You guys have less DR. You guys are about to take our highest damaging attack. That's a lot. Just typical not having things to attack during Argoloth fight. I guess we'd honestly might as well use these. It's obvious that we're not going to need them. There's a tentacle! We can deal damage now! Alright, let's go. Weakened, dead. Alright. We lost that one turn, right? That's all we did? Yep. Literally combat 1 again. I gotta get better at those combat ones. I don't know what I was supposed to do with 2 heavies. Again, it was probably that we were supposed to hold off on our Vengeful until the 2 Figments were there. And then we just got into the middle of them and just took damage. Like, that was probably the trade there. It wasn't trying to save as much health as possible and be efficient with clearing the map. It was making sure that both enemies were hitting us at once, so that we got the full effect of our spikes and the shielding as well. Anyways, still pretty good run, I would say. Oh, leaderboard. There we are, in technically second place. I don't think it's possible for you to... Well, I guess it is possible. You could have done all that and then, like, just missed... What is it? I think Glyphs is worth, like, 75 apiece. One of them's worth, like, 100. So you could technically get a higher score than this. Do you want to know what other higher score you could get than this? You could literally get a perfect score. So you can get out there and get that perfect score right now. Get out there. Anyways... If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put that down in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys around.